When I sign this crime bill, we will have the means by which we can say punishment will be more certain.
I was incarcerated in the mid-90s, 2 years in the wake of President Clinton signing the crime bill. It was my first contact with the criminal justice system, and it was harsh, rigid, and brutal, and I was given a cage.
We must wage total war against public enemy number one, the problem of dangerous drugs.
The rapid rate of incarceration and tough on crime tendencies began to grow in the early 70s. What the 1994 crime bill did was accelerate and certify this general direction, rationalized and justified through argument about black criminality.
They are not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy.
We've caged millions of people and destroyed families and destroyed the fabric of communities. I think a reimagined justice in this country starts with rehumanizing each other.
Being undocumented in the U.S. thrust you into this conversation about belonging or not belonging, criminal or non-criminal. The justice system is innately constructed around white supremacy and about who is worthy and who is unworthy.
There are some underlying values that reflect the system, and that underlying value is racism. It's almost like we have to re-envision what would life be like if we created a place where people can be accountable, but also people can be human.
March of 1999, I was a victim of police brutality. That physical and sexual assault broke my spirit. I believe that change is within our grasp.
I reimagine justice as a world where the pain and trauma of people's lives is met with healing and compassion instead of with punishment and cages.
I think reimagining justice is really about how are we reimagining community. We need to make sure that people in our community are cared for, people in our community are supported, people in our community get what they need to be successful.
The fundamental value that should lie at the core of a justice system 25 years from now should be a commitment to human dignity. One where human beings are entering, human beings who are loved by other people, who are members of a community to which they must return. So therefore we want to treat them fundamentally as humans and as people who can develop and who can grow and who we can welcome back.
I think about simple things. Someone really fully being able to say that they are safe. Someone fully able to say that they feel welcomed in this country.
I imagine a society where healthcare is readily available. Access to nutritious foods are readily available. All of the things that we know set us up for success.
Sometimes a starting point for reform is we need some new paint. We're not talking about new paint, right? We're talking about upending a justice system that's been around for hundreds of years. And that requires dreaming in a way that none of us are actually used to. It should be the people who are most impacted by the justice system answering that question of what does a reimagined system look like.
It's difficult for me to reimagine justice, I must say. What does freedom look like, really? And I'm sad to say that I don't know what it looks like. The best that I can do is to try to work at it every day to make the change that I can in that 24 hours.
This is, I think, the magic of reimagining justice. We will sit in rooms together, we will be in neighborhoods together, we will push and advocate for policies together that will make what seems impossible very possible.